Have you ever wondered why, even when you're earning decently and trying to save, there always seems to be less money than there should be? Why your bank account doesn't reflect your effort or your discipline? Why some people manage to build wealth quietly, while others struggle for years without any financial progress? Maybe the answer isn't about how much you earn. Maybe the problem is where your money is silently going. It's easy to focus on big financial decisions: the house you buy, the car you drive, the salary you negotiate. But what really destroys your wealth isn't what you think. It's not the massive financial mistakes. It's the quiet ones, the routine ones, the ones you justify every single day. You see, financial failure doesn't always show up in a dramatic crash. Most of the time, it creeps in slowly, through habits that feel harmless, purchases that feel deserved, decisions that feel normal because everyone around you is making them too. But that's the danger, because what feels normal is often what's keeping you broke. Inspired by principles shared by some of the most disciplined investors in the world, including Warren Buffett, this video will reveal 10 common purchases that seem small on the surface but are silently eating away your financial potential. Each of them is wrapped in convenience, comfort, justification. But underneath, they're pulling you further from the freedom you claim to want. This isn't about living cheap, it's about living smart, about buying with awareness instead of emotion, about realizing that every dollar you spend is either building your future or delaying it. So I invite you to stay with me until the end, because what you'll discover today isn't just a list of bad spending habits, it's a mirror, a chance to look at your financial life with honesty and to reclaim control, one conscious decision at a time. If you've already let go of one of these habits, drop it in the comments to help others. And if something you hear today hits you hard, good. That means it's time to change. 1. The daily little treat that adds up big. It starts with something innocent: a $5 latte, a $10 takeout lunch, a $7 snack delivery because you didn't feel like cooking. These small indulgences feel like a reward, a break, a well-earned moment of comfort in a stressful day. But over time, these small comforts morph into massive financial leaks. When you add up just $10 a day spent on food outside the home, that's $300 a month, or $3,600 a year. That's a vacation, a starter emergency fund, or a down payment on an investment. And the worst part, most of us can't even remember where that money went. Behavioral scientists call this microhedonism, the practice of constantly seeking small pleasures to cope with discomfort. It's financially and psychologically addictive. A study by Acorns revealed that 65% of Americans are unaware of how much they spend on dining out. This isn't about never buying coffee again. It's about intentionality. If a purchase is daily, it's no longer a treat, it's a habit. Brew your own coffee, cook 3 more meals a week, not because you're broke, but because your money deserves better use. Every $10 you keep is $10 working for your future. 2. Subscription overload you forgot you had. It's just $8.99 here, $14.99 there, maybe a $5 premium upgrade you forgot you even accepted. Subscriptions are silent, and that's what makes them so dangerous. They don't scream, they whisper, and they pile up in the shadows of your monthly statement. In fact, a study by Chase found that Americans waste an average of $348 per year on subscriptions they don't use or forgot about. That's almost $30 a month for nothing. Not entertainment, not productivity, not health, just nothing. Streaming services, forgotten fitness apps, digital magazines, music platforms, all automated, all unchecked. The trap isn't the service, it's the auto-renew. These companies know that if you don't feel the expense, you won't cancel it. The fix? Perform a subscription audit every quarter. Open your bank or credit card app. Review every automated charge. Ask yourself, Have I used this in the last 30 days? Would I pay cash for it today if it weren't automatic? If not, cancel immediately. It's not frugality, it's freedom. 3. Impulse purchases from social media ads. It begins with a scroll, a sleek ad, a flashy product, one tap, and your card is charged. Social media isn't just entertainment anymore. It's a marketplace designed to hack your impulse control. And it works. According to eMarketer, 71% of Gen Z and millennials have made impulse purchases through Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook ads. These aren't thoughtful purchases. They're emotional, driven by FOMO, curiosity, or aesthetic temptation. And more often than not, they result in regret, or worse, clutter. The psychology is deliberate. You don't see price tags, you see lifestyle, aspirational living sold in bite-sized pieces. You don't feel like you're shopping, you feel like you're becoming someone better. But you're not buying freedom, you're buying identity with debt. Here's your defense. Make it harder to buy. Remove saved cards, add a 48-hour waitlist rule. If you still want it after 2 days and it fits within your budget, then fine. But if the desire fades, you've saved both money and mental space. Your wallet deserves more intention than a swipe. Or the trap of buy now, pay later. It looks smart, flexible, interest-free, just 4 easy payments. But buy now, pay later is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's not financing, it's fragmentation. And it leads to chaos. BNPL systems like Klarna and Afterpay are exploding in popularity, but a LendingTree study revealed that 42% of users have missed at least one payment. That's not convenience. That's a budget trap, because when everything is broken into tiny payments, you lose track of what you really owe. Worse, many of these platforms charge late fees and report to credit bureaus. One innocent purchase becomes a cycle of debt, all because the price felt smaller at checkout. If you can't afford it in full now, you can't afford it. Period. There's no shame in waiting, saving, or choosing a cheaper alternative. Delayed gratification is the foundation of financial independence. Remember, just because you didn't feel the pain of paying doesn't mean you didn't pay a price. 5. New phones and tech that don't add value. You just got a new phone last year. It works fine. So why are you feeling pressure to upgrade again? That's not a need. That's marketing. Tech companies design your devices and your discontent at the same time. Apple, Samsung, Google, they feed you incremental upgrades dressed as revolutionary breakthroughs. The truth? Most people use only 20% of their phone's functionality, and yet we spend 1,000 pluses every 2 years for the same emails, texts, and camera selfies. What's worse is when people finance these phones at high monthly rates, turning a shiny object into a long-term burden. According to Statista, the average American replaces their smartphone every 2.5 years, often unnecessarily. Instead, ask, does this upgrade increase my income, productivity, or peace of mind, or does it just give me a fleeting sense of newness? If it's not a tool, it's a toy. And toys should never come before freedom. 6. Brand name groceries that aren't any better. You walk into the store and grab the familiar label. It feels safer, more premium. But what if I told you that what's inside the box and the one next to it is often identical? Store brand products are frequently manufactured by the exact same companies that make the name brands. They just swap the packaging. According to Consumer Reports, generic groceries are equal or better in quality than name brands 80% of the time, and they cost up to 30% less. From cereal to canned vegetables to over-the-counter medicine, the markup for brand loyalty is pure marketing. You're not buying better quality, you're buying a story and paying extra for it. Be a conscious consumer, flip the label, compare ingredients, do taste tests. In most cases, you'll find that the savings aren't just real, they're substantial. And every dollar not spent on empty prestige is a dollar working toward your financial goals. 7. Fast fashion and the closet of regret. That $12 shirt, those $18 sneakers, the deal that seemed too good to pass up. Fast fashion is designed to make you feel rich while making you quietly poorer. The real cost: low-quality items that wear out quickly, fall apart in the wash, or simply go out of style within weeks. According to the EPA, Americans throw away over 11 million tons of clothing per year. That's not just wasteful, it's expensive. Worse, chasing trends creates a false need for constant consumption. You're not building a wardrobe, you're building clutter. Shift your mindset. Buy less, choose better. Invest in timeless pieces made with quality materials. The goal isn't a closet full of options, it's a closet full of clothes you actually wear. Fewer decisions, less stress, more savings. Style shouldn't cost your stability. 8. Gym memberships you never use. We all start with good intentions. New year, new you. You sign up for the gym, maybe even buy new workout clothes, but by February, the only thing that's getting lighter is your wallet. The fitness industry counts on this. According to Finder.com, over 50% of Americans pay for a gym membership they don't use. You're not building a habit, you're funding someone else's business model. Guilt isn't fitness. It's just another expense. Ask yourself, have I gone in the last month? If not, cancel it today. Replace it with home workouts, outdoor walks, or YouTube routines. When you've built the consistency, then consider reinvesting. Fitness doesn't need to be fancy. It needs to be sustainable. Start with effort, not expense. 9. Premium delivery and convenience fees. You order takeout. Add $2 for extra sauce, $4.99 delivery fee, $3 service fee. Before you know it, that $12 burger becomes a $25 regret. Convenience costs more than you think. Statista reports that the average American now spends over $1,000 a year on food delivery, and that doesn't even count same-day shipping, rush handling, or premium streaming upgrades. The digital world is built for impulse, but your budget needs discipline. Make a rule: no delivery unless it saves you serious time or serves a real purpose. Otherwise, pick it up. Cook at home. Bundle shipments. Say no to instant and yes to intentional. Wealth isn't about being cheap. It's about being conscious. Every fee you avoid is money you just reclaimed. 10. Gifts that no one appreciates. It feels good to give, but when gifts are bought out of obligation or land in the hands of someone who doesn't care, they stop being generous and start becoming expensive. Birthdays, holidays, office parties, our culture encourages spending to show love. But love isn't measured in price tags, it's measured in meaning. How many gifts have you given that ended up re-gifted, forgotten, or discarded? The best gifts don't drain your bank account. They come from knowing the person, listening. Sometimes a handwritten letter, a shared meal, or a thoughtful gesture leaves more impact than anything you can buy. Give smart. Give intentionally. And if you're giving just to check a box, maybe it's time to close the box and open a conversation instead. Now you've seen it, the 10 purchases that sneak past your awareness and sabotage your success, not with drama, but with silence, not with disasters, but with habits. These aren't luxury mistakes, they're ordinary decisions made repeatedly without reflection. But here's the truth, every one of them is reversible. Warren Buffett once said, "The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken." But you've felt them now. You've seen them. And that means you have the power to break them. Start small. Cancel one subscription. Brew your coffee this week. Delay the upgrade. Audit your habits like your wealth depends on it. Because it does. Financial freedom doesn't start with more income. It starts with fewer leaks. And when you stop bleeding money, you start building momentum. So, which of these will you eliminate today? Drop a comment below and share your next move. And if you want a part 2 with even more wealth-destroying traps to avoid, let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more no-fluff money advice, because this is the moment your finances stop drifting and start compounding. Your future starts now. Choose wisely.